Hello kids! Today we are going to learn a very interesting topic, cellular respiration. Meaning, in biology we just need to understand the meaning of the topic. If you understand the meaning of topic, you will get the whole story. So, cellular respiration. What does the mean cellular over here? Cells. So we had studied till here what is cell? It's the structural and the functional unit of life. So till now you had studied structure of a cell. Like how cell look like, what are the parts of cells, where the parts are situated, that you know. But you had not studied functions of cells. So this is our topic, functions of cell. So which function we are going to study? Respiration. Okay, so you know the meaning of respiration. Breathing in of oxygen, breathing out of carbon dioxide. So this is respiration. Agree. But there is one more definition of respiration, and that is breakdown of food into energy. It's called respiration. So overall, if we connect both the things, breakdown of food into energy inside the cell, it is called cellular respiration. Easy, na? See how it's very important. Like you need energy to work, to study, to listen, to dance, to jump, to run. So how does energy come from? Getting? Yeah, mama says eat this, you will get energy, eat that, you will get energy. But how our body produce that energy? You should know, na? You are a biology student. So for this is all the chapter about. Okay, so now just imagine mama says you eat a potato, you will get energy, you eat a sugar, you get energy. So how it will happen? You eat it, you chew it, you swallow it, stomach grind it with some juices, and in small intestines the food is broken down into nutrients. And let's take an example, carbohydrates, because the carbohydrates nutrient is the energy giving source. And in carbohydrate let's take glucose as a nutrient. Now this glucose absorbed from the small intestine and taken from the blood vessels to our cell. Now when it reaches the cell, it does knock knock. Cell's membrane says, who are you? And glucose says, I am the energy giver. So cell says, yes, please come in. We need you. So cell membrane opens. The doors are opens. Now after doors are open, glucose dive in cytoplasm. You remember? Cell contain a fluid called cytoplasm. Inside that fluid, all the cell organelles floats. Remember now? So glucose jumps into or dives into the cytoplasm. So glucose is of 6 carbons. But when it dives into the cytoplasm, it is broken down into 2 molecules. 3 carbon atoms molecules 1 and 3 carbon atom molecules 2. Overall they are called as pyruvates. Okay. Now these pyruvates enjoy their vacations in the cytoplasm. Whenever cell need energy, they call them and break them into energy. So this breaking down, it's called respiration. Do you remember? Now respiration process is mainly of 3 types. First is aerobic respiration, second is anaerobic respiration, and the third one is somehow middle, lack of oxygen. Okay, now as the name suggests, for the first, aerobic respiration means it happens in the presence of air. Air means oxygen. And the second one is anaerobic respiration, means it happens in the absence, no oxygen. It happens in the absence of oxygen. Now think, in our body Is there a part that is this anaerobic respiration happens? No, not possible, not at all. Because in our cells, in our body, each and every cells have oxygen. They need oxygen for survival. Getting the point? So this second one, anaerobic respiration, can't happen in our body. So in whose body it happens? Mainly it happens in yeast, the fermentation process. If you remember in chemistry you had learned fermentation, making of alcohol. Yeast, in yeast, same, cytoplasm pyruvates are present. They are enjoying their vacations. So in yeast, this cytoplasm ask pyruvates to break down, but no oxygen we will give. So then pyruvate says, okay, I will make energy for you, but I will give just one carbon to you. So till now pyruvates were 3 carbon atoms. Then they produce ethanol, 2 carbon atoms plus energy. They give energy, but they say, I can't give you only energy. I will give you some dazing product, that is ethanol. Okay, so in yeast, this process happens. We call it glycolysis. Glucose breakdown and gives energy. It's called glycolysis. Here the energy is produced with ethanol. Okay, so it's the anaerobic respiration. Now the middle one, remember, lack of oxygen, means there would be oxygen presence at a time, but we are doing more work, we need more energy. So the cell is having the scarcity of oxygen, the level is coming down of oxygen. So the cell itself thinking what to do, there is no oxygen, but still I am alive, I have to do work, I have to give energy. So in that condition, what happens? Same, pyruvate is enjoying in the cytoplasm. Okay, he's saying I need oxygen to do work, but cytoplasm saying sorry, our oxygen cylinder is over, we don't have oxygen now, what to do, still we need energy. So pyruvate thinks. Then he says, okay, I will do work for you, but this work will give you pain. That will cause pain to you. Then cytoplasm say, okay, at least we'll get energy to do work now, so it's okay. So fine, pyruvate says, okay. So what he does, he break himself into lactic acid plus energy. And you know, acid is not good for health. So this lactic acid plus energy, anyhow energy is produced. And where this process happens in our body, and at what time it will happen, just think. When you need more and more of energy, when you are doing some physical activity, extensive one, like you are running for last 30 minutes, you are using weightlifting first day only, and you are doing so much of workout. So your muscles need more and more of energy to do the work you are doing. So here the muscle cells says that we need energy, but the cell says, I don't have oxygen now, you had used all, even we are breathing, that is not sufficient. So at that time lactic acid and energy is produced, and this lactic acid gives you pain. You feel na, after 2-3 hours, or even while you are workouting, you feel pain in your abs, you feel pain in your muscles, your legs. That is the pain caused due to lack of oxygen, respiration, glycolysis process is going on, energy is producing. So pyruvate gives us a curse that you made me break down in the absence of oxygen, so I will give you lactic acid. Okay, so second thing is over, anaerobic is done, lack of oxygen is done. So basically the most important is aerobic respiration. Now cytoplasm is still enjoying, now he have oxygen, so that's the favorite food of pyruvate to break down. So this happens inside the cytoplasm, a cell organelle. Do you remember its name? Its name is, let me give you a hint. It is also called the powerhouse of the cell. Remember? Mitochondria. Yes. So the pyruvate enters the mitochondria, where mitochondria have so much of oxygen. It uses that oxygen, pyruvate uses that oxygen and breaks down itself into carbon dioxide, water, and lastly energy. So this process of breakdown of food, breakdown of glucose into energy, it happens into the mitochondria in the presence of oxygen. It's a chemical process and it is a very, very slow process. So we need to speed it up because we need energy. For this speeding up, our body, our mitochondria have hundreds of enzymes which just help to increase the intensity of work. Fine, just like a bullet train. You are just heading to a station, you sit in the bullet train and it helps you to reach your destination and then you get off. You have to do nothing with the train. In the same way, enzymes act, take the pyruvates, mix with oxygen, helps in doing fast process and take them to their destination and produce water, carbon dioxide and energy. Now, there should be some name to this energy, no? We should call it just energy. Yes, it have its name and that is ATP, adenosine triphosphate, and we call it energy currency of cell. As we have our currency, na, dollar, Indian rupees, dirhams, in the same way our body's energy is also calculated as a currency and that currency is called ATP. So we have usually 3-phosphate in this and this is stored form of energy. Now I want to run, I want to jump, I need energy. So these ATP, 3-phosphate, one is broken down and 2-phosphate remains. ADP, adenosine diphosphate, and the little p which is broken from the ATP, that is free now, that is called the free electron. Now he have all the ability to do work. He goes wherever energy is required and finishes the task, helps in the finishing the task. Getting the point? So this is the overall thing of you eat food, how your cell breaks it down and gives you energy. So let me think, one glucose molecule, if we break down, so how much energy do we get? Okay, one glucose, it's broken down and we produce approximately 32 ATPs. Can you think? 32 ATPs just from one glucose. Fine? Okay, and there are many more processes inside the mitochondria. Like I told you, there are chemical reactions which are going on to produce energy. That we'll study in the higher levels. So till now, just the 3 things: aerobic respiration, anaerobic respiration, and lack of oxygen. This overall, it happens the breakdown of glucose, which is called glycolysis. Okay, done with the thing. Okay, all the best. Bye bye.